Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekmek, this is Goddess of Victory, Nikkei,
I'll move as quickly as I can.
Red Ash event.
On the move.
In the last episode, Red Hood found her courage again, mainly by beating Raptures to death with her bare hands. Sadly, we didn't get to see it, it was too gruesome. They had to censor it. Now we have First Encounter 3. Record 0033 playback. Read detachment, you're late. What are you all doing? That Rapture just emitted some kind of EMP. All of our weapons are malfunctioning. My scrambler isn't working either, nor is my staff. This is bad. We'll have to take the fight close to them. Stay behind us, Commander. We're about to engage in close quarters combat, and we won't be able to protect you. Have you all gone mad? You're specialized in firearms, not CQC. I'm ordering a retreat. But if we're unable to defend this place... I know, we'll lose one of our biggest weapons depositories. But none of our assets here are even close to being as valuable as you all are. Losing you would be a far more devastating blow. So I'm telling you, retreat. Everyone, prepare to retreat. Excuse me, can I check the weapons real quick? What's a kid doing in a place like this? Who are you? I'm Snow White, Grimm's model number 4. I wanted to give you a proper self-introduction, but considering how desperate the situation is, we'll have to skip the formalities for the moment. Snow White! There's no time. Hand over your weapons to me, and I'll fix them. No, we have to retreat. We've got to fall back. Just give me a minute. I can fix it. Lilith, can you hold out for one more minute? For Snow White? Of course I can. You heard that, Snow White? You got 1 minute. Understood. A moment later. All clear. Nicely done, everyone. Good job. Whew, that got a bit hairy. You said your name was Snow White? Yeah. Thank you. You really saved our skins back there. You don't mention it. How did you do that? You repaired all our weapons in 1 minute flat. Maybe she just blew some air into the chambers? Yeah, I mean, no! It wasn't that simple. Commander, for goodness sake. What? It was just a little joke. Look at her. She's practically a child. Okay, sorry. No, it's okay. Lilith pats Snow White on the shoulder. Thanks for saving us. I'm just glad you're safe, Lilith. You two know each other? Yeah, we've met before. As soon as my transformation was complete, I was assigned to the Goddess Squad. But I wasn't confident enough, so I stayed shut in my room and focused on only crafting weapons. Eventually though, Lilith helped me get out of my shell, and I mustered up the courage to join your squad properly. I'm glad to finally be a part of the team. If your weapon is ever damaged or if you want to upgrade it, just give Snow White a ring. As you can see, she's a real prodigy when it comes to weapons. Oh jeez, it's embarrassing when you put it like that. Is she adorable or is she adorable? Very adorable. Playback ends. Okay, let's not spend this whole episode on bonus cutscenes. Thankfully, we won't have to because we've already wrapped them up. We've still got quite a way to go though.
Snow White! Snow White! Are you kidding me? Snow White!
Huh? Oh, hey Lilith. When did you get here?
10 minutes ago.
Oh, really? Sorry, I was thinking about something else.
Just kidding. I just got here. Are you crafting another weapon?
Yeah, and I think this one is gonna be my masterpiece.
Who is it for?
I still haven't decided that yet.
Let me see. Looks like a high-caliber rifle. That's what Red Hood typically wields.
I made some improvements. Decreased the weight and increased the range. This might make the recoil more severe, but I'm thinking of applying a reversal device on the butt. The recoil was definitely a bit much during the simulation I just ran, but a bit of fine-tuning should fix that problem.
Impressive.
Not only that, but by consolidating all the 7 dwarfs' functions into one?
Snow White, I heard you sequestered yourself in your workshop and have been doing nothing but making weapons.
That's right.
Why?
I want to be as powerful as you are. When I'm as strong as you are physically, I'll know that I'm growing stronger mentally too.
Why do you want to be strong?
The stronger you are, the better.
Yes, that's true, but you need a reason to become stronger. If you don't know what you're striving for, you can only improve so much. I presume there is something motivating you.
There is.
Tell me.
I don't want to lose anyone else. If I'd been stronger, we wouldn't have lost to Anichiro. And Red Hood would never have left like that. She wouldn't even have been corrupted in the first place. She wouldn't have deserted me.
Do you still hate her for leaving?
Yes.
Weren't you close friends?
Yes, but not anymore. Not after she abandoned me.
Do you really believe that?
What do you think?
I think it's a shame.
You mean for Red Hood?
For all of you. I can understand why Red Hood did what she did. She knew that her body was slowly decaying, and she knew how her story would end. The worst part for her was forcing someone else to give her story its final ending. And not just anyone, but her closest friends. In that kind of situation, what other option did she have? Running away may not have seemed like the best option to her. But it was the only way to make sure as few people got hurt as possible. On the other hand, I can understand your frustration at having to let her go. Even though the end was approaching, there was nothing you could do for her. Despite all of that, it doesn't give you grounds for harboring hatred towards her. I suppose what makes me most upset of all is that we didn't get to have a proper farewell. Us having to part ways was unavoidable, I understand that. But it could have been handled better.
But how?
I don't know. I don't have all the answers. However, it's not too late, so we should keep thinking.
She's dead.
This won't be the first time this happens. Whether you like it or not, there are going to be times where you need to part ways with those who are dear to you. And we don't want to send them off unceremoniously like Red Hood, do we?
You're not dying, are you?
Why would you think that?
Just tell me you're not.
I'm not.
Okay.
Snow White hugs the little eyes.
I miss her. I shouldn't have said those things to her. I feel terrible.
It's okay. I'm sure she'd understand.
Snow White is too perceptive for her own good.
Get lost! I'm busy.
Oh, no one asked you, Red Hood.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Better reload.
I'm on my way.
Everything's starting to break.
Time to finish.
Again.
That hit armor, though.
Sorry to break it to you. Let's keep the momentum going. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Field changed. Let's not go to the field because I feel like it probably does have another thingamy. Oh, it's legit just going straight to another battle.
Reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
The top brass are asking you to report in,
Correct.
and they only want to talk to you and Lilyweiss?
Correct again. They wanted someone who was in command.
They couldn't have picked a worse time. We're in the middle of a skirmish here.
This is the only opportunity they've had to get in touch with us. According to preliminary scans, there won't be any attacks from the Raptures for the next 3 days. They're a fair distance away, and there are a lot of obstacles between us and them.
It shouldn't take long for us to report in.
Has the situation changed?
I can't say right now, but there's a high chance it has.
We'll be back soon enough, so don't worry too much. Let's see... Dorothy,
Yes.
you assume the role of leader in the absence of the Commander and I.
Me?
Yes. Are you up to it?
I can do it. Although, to be honest, I'm not entirely confident that everyone will listen to me. For example, this one here with the blade.
I cannot be subservient to someone weaker than myself.
Exhibit A.
Not least of all, a Philistine who besmirches the fine art of fighting with one's own body.
Exhibit B.
You're not serious, are you, Scarlet?
Perhaps, perhaps not.
If you listen to Dorothy, you can face me one-on-one.
A most enticing proposition.
I don't like the sound of this.
Take care of yourselves, everyone. Although I'm sure nothing will happen.
You'll be right back?
Promise. If I think it's going to take up too much time, I'll find a way to sneak out.
Don't do that.
See you all later. I'm a bit apprehensive.
Everything will be fine.
How much longer does my body have left?
About 2 centuries, give or take a few years.
Wow, I have a long time yet. I never anticipated living that long, especially given how I was designed to be effective in the short term. With things as they are. However, I can understand how Red Hood felt.
Lilith, you have to stay strong. I don't want to hear weak talk like that.
You're right. Sorry. Just consider it a minor complaint.
Enemy spotted!
Better reload. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Everything's starting to break. Let's keep the momentum going.
A commendable battle, but I desire stronger opponents next time.
Okay, let's have a look at the main field and see if that does actually have a new entry for the first meetings. Red Hood is lying on the floorboards of an old house. On her journey home, her condition worsened to the point where she was effectively immobile. Although she initially lay down to rest briefly, it's been over 24 hours already. With her mind in disarray, Red Hood reminisces about the past.
Wow, so you're all the goddesses? I'm Red Hood. Nice to meet you. Is anyone here a fan of the oldies by any chance? No one? Then come here. I'll play some for you. You're gonna love this. Hey, Snooty. What's with the umbrella? It's not even raining.
How many times have I told you? Don't call me Snooty. And this isn't an umbrella. It's a parasol.
A parasol? What the heck is that?
You can use it to block the sunlight. Well, it serves the same purpose as an umbrella.
So it's an umbrella.
I've already told you, it's a parasol.
Does it do a good job of blocking out the sun?
Of course. That's what a parasol is meant to do.
Then let me borrow it. I want to take a nap, but the sun is practically burning into my retinas.
Actually, I misspoke. This isn't a parasol.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Let me borrow it.
No.
She never did end up giving it to me. That parsimonious. How much could a stinking umbrella possibly cost? Anyway, how come you're always so sensitive? That's no way to make friends.
Instruct them to be gone. My sensitivity is paramount to maintaining my edge. Only then can I assure that I never lose.
A sword must be kept in its sheath when it's not in use, for it is not to lose its edge. Don't you know that? Same goes for people.
Remain in its sheath. Huh. I see. Is this a new sword technique?
That's not what I meant.
Grant me time, and I shall perfect this method.
So she ended up accidentally cutting you? Is this the reason for the scar on your neck?
She was super quick.
With a speed almost imperceptible to the naked eye.
Great. Just great.
You see? She's impressed.
I cannot accept such praise.
Get out, both of you.
We sure did a lot. Of stupid things.
Don't you know, Red Hood? Books are food for the mind. Music can provide mental nourishment as well. We can't afford to be picky eaters after all.
I read a ton of books.
Really?
Sure. You want to see my latest read?
Of course! Show me! My goodness, this cover is quite...
Ow! What was that for?
My apologies. But to call something this obscene a book is sacrilegious.
What are you talking about? It's totally a book.
This can only sully the mind.
Nothing wrong with a little hot and heavy sullying. Ow!
I'm sorry, I can't control it.
Somehow, I doubt that's the case. That's when I knew Rapunzel's true nature. Oh!
Red Hood pulls out her pistol.
Snow, I'm sorry. Are you Snow White?
Yes, that's me.
I'm Red Hood. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
What's the deal? You look down in the dumps.
Huh? Me? Well, it's just that other Nikkes of the Goddess Squad are such remarkable individuals, and I don't really have anything that I'm good at.
What are you talking about? No one is better or worse than the other. We've all got things we're good and bad at. No need to get upset over it. Just take a gander at me. Do I look exceptional in any way?
Not really.
Well, I suppose I have to admire your candor. Anyway, even a rabble like me can join the Goddess Squad, so don't be too hard on yourself. What's that you're working on, by the way? I heard you're pretty good with models.
I'm designing a new weapon.
Man, I really put my foot in my mouth with that one, didn't I? Any chance you could whip a weapon up for me? Something super neato?
Sure. Is there anything you have in mind?
A drill.
And that would become Red Hood Rappy's weapon.
Excuse me?
A drill.
Why a drill?
'Cause it's cool.
Fine.
And I wanted to be able to shoot out bullets and missiles and stuff.
Or worse, she was the mind-inspired gravedigger.
Why don't you ask me to make a gun with a press for victory button attached while you're at it?
What? You mean you can't make it? I thought you can make everything, Snow.
What did you call me?
Your full name is way too long. Bit hard for me. Is it cool if I just call you Snow sometimes?
Yes. It's okay.
So about the gun, can you do it?
Sure thing. I can make it. It might take some time, but I can do it.
Awesome. Don't forget, you promised.
Red Hood, don't go! Stay here with me, please! Are you really going? You're leaving me?
Will you be able to go through with it? You're all far too nice for that. So I'm leaving. I'll go away and die quietly.
The Goddess Squad is truly amazing.
You really are the goddesses of victory.
I want to become a Nikke just like you all. You all give us hope.
Hang on, Frisia. Oof. Was that name in the Rappy Red Hood event? I think it was, and no one in that event ended up happily. Oh damn.
So that's what I want to do.
For fighting on mankind's behalf, I sincerely thank the Goddess Squad.
Red Hood slams her head against the floor.
You idiot! You stupid fool! Why? Why? Why didn't you leave like that? You could have at least given them a decent farewell. You're such a loser. You're an embarrassment. You screwed it all up. I have to go back. I have to. I still owe them.
I do, but it's okay. I was able to say goodbye to them. About things we liked, what we didn't like. We talked about all sorts of stuff. So that's okay.
I owe them a proper farewell. And
Red Hood stands up.
I need to be someone they can be proud of. I have to prove that. I'm not a loser.
Field changed. Due to an urgent call from the higher-ups, Lilith and Commander have left the squad.
On the move.
A record of the first meeting, part 4. Record 0034 playback. What's this package? Did you order something, Commander? No. It looks to me like there could be a person inside. Should we open it? Absolutely not. What if it's been rigged with explosives? Even if that ends up being true, you'd be the only one in danger, not us. Then can someone stand in front of me? What's wrong about me valuing my own life? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you don't exactly instill confidence when you say things like that. Who cares about making others feel good when your own life is at stake? Fine, Rapunzel, you come stand in front of me. And be sure to turn on that scrambler of yours. Very well. Where's Snow White, by the way? She's in the workshop. Apparently she had something urgent she needed to take care of. Running away from danger. Such cowardice! Should I open it then? Wait, let me catch my breath first. Lilith lifts up the lid of the steel box. Nothing's happening. Surprise! Ow, my legs have fallen asleep. What in the world? How in the world did my legs fall asleep? I'm a Nikkei! Who are you? Give me a second, will ya? Let me stretch my legs first. Red Hood struggles to stand up. Ugh. That's better. Commander, I think this is... Yeah, I believe she's our new member who's supposed to arrive today. Ah, so you're the Goddess Squad? The name's Red Hood. Any chance any of you like old music? No one? Then get a load of this. One listen and you'll never be able to get enough. Who did you say were again? Red Hood. I've been assigned to the Goddess Squad. I think they said I was the Grimm's model number 5 or something like that. If you ask me though, I should clearly be number 1. Could you perhaps explain what you were doing in that box? Well, it'd be a bit boring if I just walked in, wouldn't it? I wanted to give you all a little surprise, but you all sure took your sweet time. It's good to be cautious, but you should have had a little consideration for the person stuffed inside the box. I don't think many people tend to think that way. Red Hood clambers out of the box. So you all live in this airship? The views are to die for. A bit stuffy in here though. Can I crack open a window? I don't think that's a good idea. No? Fine then. Where's my room? I prefer one with a nice view. Oh, does anyone have a spare charger? Who's been in a hurry getting here and forgot mine? How do I put this? She comes on a bit strong. I agree. Still, it's nice to have someone with a bit of energy. If you say so. Playback ends. Alright, let's wrap this up. I think this is the last of the optional cutscenes. A record of the first meeting, part 5. Record 0035 playback. What a mess. Do you think anyone is still alive? Highly doubtful. You said this was an internal conflict among the mass-produced Nikkeis? Sounds like we're dealing with a civil war. Reports are that the inner skirmishes have occurred amongst one of the specialized units. The offending unit in question is comprised of mass-produced Nikkeis who specialize in melee combat. Considering the state this place is in, I'd say their skills are beyond reproach. Do you happen to know if that unit uses swords? Yes, they do. How did you know that? This is supposed to be classified information. I couldn't find any bullet holes or remnants from any explosions. All I see are slash marks, which indicates that something sharp was used. Using a sword against a rapture? Is that even possible? I'd say they achieved something, even if it's nothing to write home about. Anyway, I don't think that there's much point in searching for survivors. But let's look all the same. Rapunzel and I will check the right. Snow and I will take the front. I guess that leaves the left for you and me, Commander. You lead the way. Okay. No one move, or I'll slash you where you stand. What's a Swordmaster doing here? Are you a survivor? Wait, let me check you to a sec. I told you to stay put. Are you a survivor from the specialized units? Survivor? Dost I look like I depend on the mercy of others to survive? Are you saying... Are you responsible for all this? Leave this place. Do not desecrate my friend's battlefield. And if we refuse, then prepare to meet the business end of my blade. Who the hell do you think you are, threatening us? I'd like to see you try and use that sword on me. Red Hood starts to juke left and right. You see how quickly I move? What are you going to do now? Come on, just try and hit me with that kitchen knife of yours. Scarlet rushes head forward in a sudden gust of wind and quickly closes in on Red Hood. With startling speed, she swings her sword, and just as the blade is about to touch Red Hood's neck, Red Hood raises her rifle to block the strike. What the? You actually took a swing at me? Have you lost your mind? Red Hood and Scarlet start trading blows, descending into a flurry of punches and kicks. You're pretty good, Scrapper. Do you fight a lot? What dost thou think? Forsooth, mine thoughts doth come up empty-headed. One of Red Hood's kicks lands squarely on Scarlet's stomach. Ugh! Scarlet smacks Red Hood in the ribs with the blunt end of her sword. Ah! Shouldn't we stop them? Probably should. Lilith darts in between the two dueling Nikkeis. So fast! Hey, don't get in our way! What's your name? Red Hood? Not you. Why dost thou inquire as to my name? I want to recruit you. What? Huh? You were clearly holding back just now. Is it because you didn't want to kill your opponent? You're good. Holding back? What are you talking about? We are the Goddess Squad. I'm sure you've heard of us. I'm familiar. Then join us, and we can fight together. If you think I'm going to be on the same team as this Neanderthal, you're dreaming. Come now, Red Hood. You don't have to pretend. We know she's just your cup of tea. How about it? Do you want to work together? Dost thou ask if I want to be thy comrade? Yes, we need people like you. If you defeat me, I will accept. Lilith takes one swing, and Scarlet is slammed onto the ground. You knocked her out cold. I'd say the recruitment has been a success. I can't believe what I just saw. Ugh, Mecha Destructor is so scary. Playback ends.
I'll move as
Maybe you remember that episode that I put up about the Pilgrim Tower where I recruited Shadowblade Scarlet, and then I showed her a video, her first support conversation, I guess is the closest thing. She challenges Lilith to a second showdown and it goes exactly the same. You just can't win against Lily. But yeah, until next time guys, I think that's when we're going to wrap this story up. So until then, take care. I'll see you all around.